Welcome. If you're here for the first time, welcome. What we do here is we talk about the realities of growing older, and I hope that you'll get something out of it. We do look to share information here, which is my goal. If you're coming back, I'm thanking you for coming back. I'm getting some subscribers, which is great. I appreciate it. Always looking for more comments as well. Today is not going to be a cheery one. Today is going to deal with a little darker reality of the world. And I hope you can take it because it's not one I wanted to do, but circumstances have forced me into it. So I'm going to do it because I don't duck anything. If I have any way in the world of doing it, I'm going to do it. I promised you when you signed up for this channel, no BS, no tap dancing, and that's what's going to be today. There are people in the world that have abandoned us. We know that, okay? Why did they abandon us? Are we terrible people? Probably not. Are they not understanding of our situation? Probably not. Are they unresponsive to almost everything in their lives? Maybe, maybe not. But maybe they just don't want to be bothered. However, they have always talked a good game. Hey, I'm there for you. If you need anything, let me know what you need. I'm there for you. I'm going to take care of it. You're a good friend. A lot of these people are what I think the medical term is full of shit. They talk a great game. They never get up to the plate. In the world of Yiddish, there's an expression called tochasaf on tish, which literally translates to putting your ass on the table, but it means are you going to be there? I have a lot of people like that in my life, unfortunately. I've had way too many people like that in my life, unfortunately, which is why I'm basically alone at this point in time, and I've been abandoned. Now, if they were really there, like they said they were going to be, I wouldn't feel abandoned, but yet I do. I'm okay with it. I really am okay with it, because in the reality of life, we only have so many minutes and nobody knows how many we have left and how many we've used up. I couldn't even tell you. But I know that I would rather fend for myself, and I know I can count on myself, than to wait and waste countless time waiting for the people that are never going to show up. It's not a great feeling. I'm the first one to say it's not a great feeling to realize that other people have basically discarded you, for lack of a better phrase. But the reality is what the reality is. I don't know if I'm going to last tomorrow, 6 months, 6 years. I don't come from a family of long livers. The longest liver in either side of my family was a lady in her 90s somehow, but she was a miserable bitch and she shouldn't have lived past 40. Was my father's mother. And my father only made it to like 80, I think, and my mom was far less than that. So I don't come from a family of long livers. So I don't count on days that I may not have. So I try not to waste the ones that I am experiencing now, and I try to make the most of every day that I can. Now, that sounds easier than it is. If you're like me and you have some medical issues, it's a fight to get up in the morning. But I do. I refuse not to get up in the morning. One day I won't be able to, and then I don't have a lot of choice in the matter. But right now, I get up every morning. I do as much as I can in the course of a day. I still transact a little bit of business. I enjoy doing these because I'm hoping somebody else is going to get something out of it. I get a little bit of a jolt doing them, but I'm hoping you get more of a jolt than I do because I'm trying to impart information on you that maybe you can use. Getting back to these people, why are they the way they are? I couldn't guess in a million years why they are the way they are. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be that way to promise something that I know I'm probably not going to deliver. I pride myself on being a man of my word. As often as not, I'm sorry I was, but I live with the fact that I am. And it's not the worst feeling in the world because at least you can hold your head up and say, hey, I never screwed anybody intentionally. These other people, I have no idea how they function. I hope that there is an ultimate reckoning for them, but probably there won't be. Getting back to Why and how, I can't give you the answer, like I said before. But I find that you get to a certain point where you're tired of it. And you say to yourself, well, maybe they've been there in the past. They probably haven't. But when you were in the past, maybe you didn't need them to really be there. So it didn't bother you as much. Now it bothers you a lot more because you need them to be there and there's nobody home. I find that these people are better to be dismissed from my life completely than to sit there and wait for them to do something they're never going to do. But the problem is, then you start doing it yourself. And if you can't do it yourself, what do? I haven't got a real answer for you, folks. I really haven't got an answer for you. I know that most of these people I view as a waste of human body parts at this point in time. There are people out there that could probably use a good set of kidneys, nice eyes, a heart transplants, and these people don't seem to have, in my world, anything that makes them worth of anything of value. I know that sounds incredibly harsh, but these are my feelings, and they don't have to necessarily be yours. Maybe you've had better experiences with these people than I've had. I have been let down the path so many times by people that promised me the world and didn't give me a crumb of bread. I mean, nothing. Zippity doo dah. I have family that's done that. I have friends that have done that. But funny thing is, every one of those people I've been there for when they needed me. So who's the fool? I guess I am. Like I said, this one's a little dark, and I'm not offering any great answers other than when you get to a point when you've had enough of it, do yourself the favor. Reclaim your life. Don't let them drain any more blood out of you. Don't let any more time being wasted, thinking about why they've let you down. If they've let you down, they probably have let you down. It's not a great feeling. But once you get past it and you reclaim your time, you realize that the only person that can really be responsible for you is you, and you take pride in it like I do. I have never lied to myself. I've deluded myself a little bit, but eventually the reality of the world hit me, and I realized that I'm the only one I can really count on. And maybe you are the only one that you can really count on. You talk to other people, and whether they be in the medical profession or faith or whatever the situation may be, when it's all said and done, you count on yourself. And they're the most reliable people you can count on. Again, I'm sorry that this one was a little dark, but something happened this morning that really triggered me. And I don't put on a false face if I can avoid it. And of course, I was wearing my traveling hat, so you knew that this one was going to be a trip down a lane I didn't want to necessarily go to. I hope you guys are doing better than I am. I'll see you again soon. Please like, subscribe. If you don't like what I'm saying, tell me you don't like what I'm saying. Do it in a nice way. Do it as an email comment. Do it any way you want to do it. Just do it in a nice way. I'll respond in a nice way. And let's get it going. And let's keep the communication going, because that's what I thrive on. I am looking for answers. Maybe you're looking for answers, which is what brought you here. I hope it was. Have a good day. See you soon.